I'm going to tell you something that might change everything you believe about your life. Every challenge you're facing right now, every relationship struggle, every natural talent you possess, none of it started in this lifetime. According to ancient wisdom traditions and modern mystics, it's all recorded in the Akashic Records. For the next 15 minutes, forget everything you think you know about who you are. We will explore this cosmic database that Edgar Cayce called the Book of Life, a complete record of your soul's journey across all lifetimes. I'll break down what these records are, where the concept originated, and most importantly, the exact method you can use today to begin accessing your soul's blueprint. The Cosmic Library of your soul. Imagine a library where every book contains the complete story of your soul, every incarnation, every experience, every choice. This is the Akashic Records. While many cultures have concepts of universal record-keeping systems, the Akashic Records are deeply personal, an interactive archive of your soul's journey, holding every thought, emotion, and action you've ever expressed across all lifetimes. Most people live their entire lives unaware of this resource, missing insights that could explain their deepest struggles, talents, and relationships. The records can be described as an energetic realm where every experience is preserved in vibrational form. Your emotions aren't fleeting moments, they're imprinted into a living record, connected to the people, places, and events that shaped them. These records don't exist as physical books, but in the Akasha, the subtle energy field that permeates the universe. The Akashic Records function like a dynamic digital archive, constantly updating with your soul's progress. Some people have compared them to a supercomputer system, recording every choice and shift in awareness in real time. This evolving blueprint reflects not only where you've been, but also where you're headed. For example, imagine a moment when a strong gut feeling steers you away from a decision. That intuitive nudge could be your connection to the records, drawing on your soul's accumulated wisdom. The records reveal patterns, why you face recurring challenges, why certain people enter your life, or why you're drawn to specific places or skills. Sanders explains that intuition often stems from the Akashic Records, offering quiet guidance from this deeper awareness. They're not just a log of past events, but a tool for transformation, showing probabilities rather than fixed outcomes. Your free will determines which paths unfold, and every positive change you make now creates ripple effects across your entire soul timeline. Cayce's readings often revealed how past life experiences influenced present circumstances. A health issue might trace back to a trauma from another lifetime. A recurring relationship struggle could stem from an unresolved dynamic that is centuries old. The records explain these patterns and offer ways to release them, empowering you to rewrite your soul's story. From ancient Sanskrit to modern mysticism. Thousands of years ago, Vedic sages described Akasha as the fifth element, more subtle than earth, air, fire, or water. Unlike the physical elements, Akasha wasn't something you could touch or see. It was the invisible thread weaving the tapestry of existence, the space that holds everything together. The word Akashic comes from Sanskrit, meaning ether or space, and refers to this foundational layer of reality. In Eastern philosophy, Akasha wasn't an empty void. It was the medium where all experiences left their imprint. Every thought, action, and emotion vibrated through this field, creating a permanent record of existence. While this concept was ancient, most Westerners only encountered it in the 20th century. Theosophists like Madame Blavatsky played a key role in bridging Eastern and Western thought. Her work, The Secret Doctrine, introduced the idea of a universal record-keeping system, blending Vedic ideas with Western esotericism. But the modern understanding of the Akashic Records didn't emerge from scholars or philosophers. It came from Edgar Cayce, a humble photographer from Kentucky with no formal education, whose work brought these ancient ideas into practical modern use. Often called the sleeping prophet, Cayce gave over 14,000 documented readings while in a trance state. He described accessing a vast library of information about people's past lives, health issues, and even future possibilities. His readings were startlingly specific, diagnosing illnesses, tracing struggles to past life events, and offering remedies that often baffled medical professionals. Cayce's descriptions of the records aligned with ancient Vedic teachings, portraying them as a living, evolving system. Every choice updated the records in real time, revealing the past and potential futures based on current decisions. Cayce's ability to translate esoteric concepts into actionable insights set him apart. He showed how the Akashic Records influenced daily life, explaining chronic pain as stemming from a past life injury or financial struggles as tied to a centuries-old vow of poverty. His readings often included practical steps to release these patterns, proving the records were a guide for healing and growth. By blending mysticism with practicality, Cayce brought the Akashic Records into mainstream awareness, demonstrating their power to transform lives and connecting ancient wisdom to modern spirituality. Edgar Cayce's Sleeping Prophecies. Imagine closing your eyes and slipping into a deep trance-like state where answers to life's mysteries unfold about health, relationships, even the future. For Edgar Cayce, this wasn't a dream, it was his reality. Cayce accidentally discovered his gift after losing his voice as a young man. In a self-induced trance, he diagnosed his own condition and prescribed a cure that worked. This moment marked the beginning of over 14,000 documented readings, where he accessed what he called the Akashic Records. How could an untrained man from Kentucky diagnose illnesses with such precision? Medical professionals were stunned. Cayce described entering a state where he could see a person's life as if it were a golden book, revealing not only their medical history but also their past lives and potential futures. His readings were startlingly specific. He might trace chronic back pain to a fall in a past life, or link recurring nightmares to unresolved trauma from centuries ago. These insights often came with practical advice, from dietary changes to spiritual exercises, offering a path to healing. But Cayce didn't just observe these records, he engaged with them. He explained that past lives weren't distant stories but active forces shaping the present. A fear of water might stem from drowning in another lifetime, or a strained relationship could echo unresolved dynamics from the past. His work offered a way to break these cycles, helping people transform their lives. Cayce's ideas challenged the beliefs of his deeply religious era. He spoke openly about reincarnation and karma, blending Eastern philosophies with his Christian upbringing. He suggested that life's struggles weren't random but part of a soul's journey to grow and learn. This perspective gave people a new way to view their challenges, as steps in a larger, meaningful process. He also hinted at humanity's collective evolution, speaking of lost civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria. According to Cayce, their wisdom could still be accessed through the Akashic Records, offering lessons for today. His method was simple yet profound: lying down, entering a trance, and speaking in a calm voice, unaware of the transformative knowledge he shared. Your soul's hidden blueprint. What if the challenges you face today, unexplained fears, recurring relationship patterns, and talents that feel almost instinctive, aren't random? What if they're echoes from lives you don't consciously remember? The Akashic Records hold the answer. They're your soul's complete history, detailing every incarnation, every karmic pattern, and every agreement your soul made before this lifetime. Most people never realize these hidden forces are shaping their experiences, leaving them confused by cycles they can't seem to break. The Akashic Records can be described as a soul's library, where you can uncover why certain places feel eerily familiar or why you react strongly to situations that seem harmless to others. For instance, a fear of water might stem from a past life drowning, where the panic of that moment lingers in your subconscious. Or a strained relationship could replay unresolved dynamics from centuries ago, like a karmic loop waiting to be untangled. These records reveal active soul contracts that might still influence you. This explains how some people avoid wealth today because of vows of poverty made in past lives, while others struggle with health issues tied to unresolved traumas from other incarnations. Every challenge holds a clue to your purpose. The Akashic Records don't just explain the past, they illuminate your soul's mission for this lifetime. They can show you your divine gifts and how you're meant to use them. Maybe you're naturally drawn to healing because you were a medicine worker in another life. Or perhaps your knack for languages reflects a lifetime as a translator. These talents are part of a larger blueprint, guiding you toward your purpose. The records also highlight karmic debts you're working through. If you keep facing the same type of challenge, whether in relationships, finances, or health, it's likely not a coincidence. Edgar Cayce's readings often revealed how past life actions created present-day lessons. For example, someone who misused power in a past life might now face power struggles, not as punishment, but as an opportunity to learn balance. The Akashic Records help you recognize these patterns, so you can consciously work with them instead of repeating them. The records can be compared to a holographic library, like a living database where every soul has its own folder. Imagine it as a vast interactive web where every thought, action, and emotion you've ever expressed is stored. The records exist at a quantum level, where time collapses, allowing you to access future potentials as easily as past events. The gateway to cosmic knowledge. Picture this: you're sitting quietly, a sense of calm curiosity washing over you. Gradually, subtle insights about your life's purpose begin to surface, not from your thoughts, but from somewhere deeper. This is what accessing the Akashic Records can feel like. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need special powers to connect with them. It's all about specific techniques anyone can learn, primarily through meditation and developing third eye awareness. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously in this space, and by tuning into that energy, you can access the records. Imagine this: you're meditating, and a faint image of a book appears in your mind's eye. Or perhaps you hear a soft whisper, feel a sudden knowing, or experience a gut feeling you can't explain. These are the subtle ways the records communicate. The records can be described as a public library, accessible through a dreamlike state, where true clairvoyance reveals what lies beneath surface reality. The records aren't a physical place, but a nexus of pure potentiality, beyond linear time. The third eye is the key to open the records. If you struggle to access, your brow chakra might need activation. Try visualizing a transparent liquid dissolving blockages or bathing the area in violet light. Another technique is imagining your breath flowing in and out through the third eye, using sound vibrations to stimulate it. Regular practice is essential. Spend 5 minutes daily focusing on your third eye, observing subtle shifts. Accessing the records can be compared to unlocking a personal folder in a holographic library. It's a natural ability, but trusting the process takes time. Initial attempts might feel like guessing, but with consistency, the signals grow stronger. Rewriting your soul story. Imagine discovering that your current struggle with money stems from a vow of poverty you made in a past life, now ready to be released. The Akashic Records reveal these patterns and offer tools to rewrite them. Karmic blocks are lessons your soul repeats until resolved. For instance, a fear of commitment might trace back to betrayal in a past life, or a chronic health issue could stem from unresolved trauma. These aren't punishments, they're opportunities to heal and grow. Now, imagine holding the pen that could rewrite this cosmic story. Accessing the records allows you to identify and release these blocks. If financial struggles keep recurring, the records might show a past life where money was equated with corruption. By recognizing this, you can consciously release that belief and transform your relationship with abundance. This process isn't about erasing the past, it's about changing how it shapes your present and future. The Akashic Records also reveal future potentials. Timelines are fluid, shaped by your choices. You might see one path where you stay in an unfulfilling job and another where you pursue your true calling. The records highlight these forks in the road, empowering you to choose the most aligned direction. This isn't about predicting fate, it's about creating it. Every positive change you make now sends ripples across your soul's timeline, healing past wounds and opening new doors. Edgar Cayce emphasized that the records are dynamic, reflecting your soul's evolution in real time. Your mindset shapes what the records reveal. If you approach them with fear, you might only see limitations. But with clarity and intention, you can uncover the deeper purpose behind your challenges. The records also highlight your soul's gifts. You might discover that your knack for healing comes from lifetimes as a medicine worker, or that your love of writing stems from being a scribe in ancient cultures. Recognizing these gifts helps you align more fully with your purpose. The Akashic Records reveal how your past, present, and future are deeply connected, offering a transformative understanding of your life's patterns. Your struggles, talents, and relationships are threads in a larger story your soul has been weaving across lifetimes. This isn't about fate, it's about recognizing patterns you can change, starting today. With just the intention to explore, answers may emerge as clarity, gut feelings, or images that unfold over time. The records meet you where you are. Ready to unlock the secrets of your soul's library? Start your journey today and discover the wisdom waiting in your book of life.